When they were sharp, the old-style utility knives would cut just about anything. The problem was when that point started getting dull and you started putting more pressure on it, your hand could slip on that rounded handle, and your other hand could get in the way. The handles on the older utility knives are all pretty much the same. They may vary a little bit, but they're all pretty straight and rounded. And when this tip went dull, you could turn it around once, but after that, the blade was junk. The folks at Irwin Tools recognized the problem, and they came up with some answers. Those ideas are good enough that I think you're going to start seeing some oddly similar designs in other brands. Irwin dropped the grip area a little bit from the rest of the tool and added some bulk to it. The shape at the front of that grip lets your finger get a good hold on it, and that gives you a lot of control and a very secure grip for all of the pull cuts, which are most common with these kind of knives. And we'll find that same handle shape in all three of the Irwin knives that we're going to look at in this review. The most basic of the three is the Drywall knife that has a fixed blade. The front end of this knife is very narrow, and that makes it easier to reach into a folded piece of drywall and slit the backing. To take the Drywall knife apart, you just turn the thumb screw a half turn or so, slide that half back, and it comes right off. And that lets you remove the blade for storage or replace it from one of the spares in the handle. To put it back together, just set the side on, slide it forward, and turn the thumb screw about a half turn to lock it in place. The general contractor knife also has the new handle shape, but this model has the retractable blade. This button on the side is the release for opening this body up. Just push that button in and slide the case back and it opens on a hinge, and that gives you access to the mechanism and spare blades located inside the handles. To close this knife, just put the halves together and push the side with the button on it forward a little bit and it clicks into place. The Pro Touch retractable knife has a rubber overmold in the grip area. And while this does have a retractable blade, the front of this case doesn't open because Irwin took this one a step further. The handle area does open, and there's plenty of storage area in there for extra blades. To change the blades, we push the slider forward until the line in its center aligns with this mark on the case. Then we push the yellow button down, and the blade comes right out. To install a blade, we slip it in the slot, hold the button down, and we can push it in until it locks in place. These grooves on the Irwin blades show some new thinking there also. When the point goes dull on this blade, you just snap the end off at that groove, and that gives you a brand new edge. And there's another one on the other edge, so you actually get 4 brand new corners on each one of the blades. To get the new edge, just grab the end with the pliers and snap it off at that groove. And that's all there is to it. You got a brand new edge to use. So whether you're just opening boxes or trying to make a clean cut exactly where it has to be, Irwin has the blades and utility knife styles that you need to work better, safer, and more accurately. So, what about my old utility knives? Oh, you don't got to worry about seeing them anymore.